Welcome, Gemini, to your October 7th through the 13th reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. Having a little bit of past resentment going on over here. This could be dealing with some kind of, it could be an Aquarius that you are dealing with. Doesn't have to be, but it does feel like there is something that you need to have a breakthrough from. It feels like somebody wants to come and ask for forgiveness no matter what. This is a card of reconciliation. So, let's see. Making a difficult decision on you, weighing you down whether or not you want to give them one more chance, right? Do I want to give you another chance? Not feeling it right now. There is a little bit of lack of confidence when it comes to wanting to, take them back. So right now, definitely feeling like whether it's the ex or the friend or whoever it is, but somebody definitely wants to come and reconcile. Let's see. Could be definitely an ex, but there is a lot of trust and faith going on within the circumstance going on around you anyways. It's almost like you have the wisdom and the understanding to the situation. Trust that there's a divine plan going on this month, no matter what at this time, right? And yes, rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. So definitely it does feel like, whether it's you who wants to have some kind of forgiveness from someone, you want to take their offer, but it does look like you're a little hesitant towards the situation. It feels like they did kind of put you through the ringer over here when it comes to this commitment. It does look like no matter what, though, you are trying to set a different goal and trying to get things done. It looks like wherever you were trying to plant seeds with this situation did not go the way it was supposed to go in the very beginning. But it does look like you have your eye on the price somewhere else. Okay? Somewhere else. So it's almost like it's not here, right? It's not with them so much. I'm looking somewhere else. So let's see what's going on over here when it comes to this difficult decision of whether or not you're going to take them back. Just feel like, I'm kind of feeling bad about the situation, right? But I don't want to really hold on to that situation. It almost feels like I've already given you chances. I've already given you the time, right? And I am courageously moving on, right, to something else. Trust there's a divine plan. Yep, they definitely want to come clean about the situation. And they're really holding tight and trying to manifest that that you will come towards them, that you will take this reconciliation, that they're, holding out this white flag over here. I just don't see it happening right now, though. Sorry guys, I just don't. Whether it's you who is trying to have a reconciliation or them, right? Take it how it resonates. It is a general reading, but I definitely don't see it at this time. There's too much drama. You might even say that they're a drama queen. They're a drama king, right? It's just too much drama. But like I said, you have other places within your life right now that you're discovering limited potentials, right? Whether it's with someone else or just looking at your career, looking at other things around you. It just feels like I am focused somewhere else. I really do feel that they're coming to ask you to do this and you're saying, stop, I don't want to deal with this right now. I really have other things that I have to occupy my time with, and it's not this drama. Well, this drama could be coming out actually too because of the solar eclipse, right? That solar eclipse wants to bring in, right, towers. It wants to bring in new cycles. It wants to bring in reconciliations. It wants to bring in, and also a lot of mixed emotions, right? Things that could be a little more dramatic than usual. Also, having that Mars coming out as well can also bring out a lot of emotions. Okay, so trust that there's a divine plan. Yeah, there's too many inner emotions going on over here. I just feel like this person is really coming back. I don't care if they're male or female. It just feels like you're overly emotional about the situation, and it's just too overwhelming to deal with right now. Okay. You need to wait for them to either calm down or I just don't want to deal with it at all at this time, okay? So you just feel like you might even feel they're a little flighty, kind of scattered all over the place. You know, if this is a reconciliation, then how come you're all over the place? Okay. Even your feelings can feel a little, you know, scathed right now and a little scattered and a little over here and a little there. And it just feels like you need to have a little healing from whatever the situation was. Maybe you feel like, you know, I haven't even healed from this situation yet, and you still are coming to me wanting a second chance, wanting me to just forgive out of the situation when I haven't even had time to even really think about the situation or get myself together, right? So, and yeah, there's a lot of other gains and other new projects and other things going on that you have inside your mind at this time. Like I said, where it's almost like, you know what, maybe you even have this as kind of like out of sight, out of mind situation. Okay, if I don't focus on you and I don't have to listen to what you're saying right now, I don't have to worry about that. I don't want to focus on giving you any of this attention right now. Maybe you feel like they're being overly emotional. Okay, and it's kind of a turnoff. Yeah. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Yeah. Reconcile with me and to forgive me, but they're not going to do that. Well, what do you need? You know, it's almost like they need some kind of cheerleading squad. I'm sorry, it just feels like it's that kind of attention, and that's a lot of drama. So you might even feel like they're doing that as well. Okay, feeling like, whoa, hello, you don't need that much attention. Okay, so yeah, just feels like that's exactly what's pretty much going on there. Okay, so just definitely feeling like that's exactly what it is. It feels like, you know what, they're needing too much, and you're going to neglect that situation so that you can go get what is healthy for you. So grabbing a couple cards over here, yes, you stand in the light of your own truth. Maybe they're not even talking truth. You know, maybe they're trying to reconcile and not even really coming up with what really happened, right? Maybe they're still lying about a situation, holding close to a lie, okay? But you're definitely over here trying to expand your own horizons, and it looks like you have to take a risk and venture forward when it comes to something else. So I do feel like you're just going to really ignore this situation, my friends. I don't think they're going to like that, though, because like I said, it just feels like they're going to be kind of up in your face about the situation when it comes to this, you know, whether it's at work, whether it's through the family, or it's, you know, love relationship, platonic, however it is, right? But just remember that's what's going on. Okay. It just feels like that's, you know what, I need all this attention. And I just don't think you really want to give them that kind of attention. Just looks like you're giving yourself a lot of self-care. Yeah, taking action where you have your own passion. So it looks like you have your own self-care that you're continuing to advocate for at this time. Okay. Really you doing yourself. Really focus on giving you what you need at this time and not really, yeah. They want to come clear the air with you, but I just feel like you're telling them, but I would like to hear the 100% truth, please, before you can clear the air about this situation. So I do feel like they want to clear the air, but you just don't, you're not buying it. You're not buying it. You're saying, I already know the answer within, and I can't really reconcile with you when you want to continue to blow smoke up my butt. Okay, sorry, that's exactly what it is. Because if you're not telling the 100% truth, then you're hiding something. Okay, then you're not, then it is not time to have a true reconciliation, excuse me, with someone, right, who keeps giving bad advice, who's telling other people things, who's manipulating us, you know, the situation, overwhelming the situation, involving other people. I'm telling you, they're involving other people into this situation. You might even be hearing it around the block type of scenario. How come you're not letting so and so, you know, they want to reconcile with you? How come you're not? Because, and I'm sure they literally did not tell you exactly what was going on within the situation. You know, they want to, you know, they want to see it from their point of view, but they don't want to come actually have a true conversation or do anything. Either that or they're just always doing this and they're not trustworthy, right? So everybody's story is going to be a little bit different. But I do feel like there is something here that they're definitely not clearing the air, and they're kind of sweeping that piece and part underneath the carpet and not letting anybody else know that this is where the real troublesome piece is, right? So I do see you getting, you know, like I said, into your own over here, bringing in your own cycle change, bringing in your own money, working towards everything that you cherish. Wow. And really getting excited about your fortune and what's going on this month when it comes to your money. Wow. Let's grab a couple of these cards really fast. I do see that because we have the Ace of Wands over here. So it's saying, I have other important things. Yeah, here's that message of concern. I'm so concerned about the situation. Okay. And for some of you, it could be main male, main female, however, right? But that's the person, the main person, right? And they want to, right? They want to message you about this concern. How come you're not, right? Taking my reconciliation. You're keeping me imprisoned, right? Of my own mind because you're not doing what I'm asking you to do. Right? But you're saying no because I'm waiting for some unexpected income. I have new projects coming. I have other things to look at because I have a huge change when it comes into my career and finance area and the places that make, you know, creativity and projects and all these other different houses while you're over there contemplating on, you know, for some of you, they stole from you and they don't want to admit it, right? So, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, there is definitely a concern when it comes to what's going on around them, and it does not feel justified. I agree, it does not. And where you felt poverty, you are definitely right. So whatever was going on over here, you're definitely making a big turnaround during the next week or so, right? As you are feeling things turning in your favor, you might have a beautiful project going for you at work. Something is going on where all of a sudden you're going to come into some money and, you know, or some career change or something that's going to change your status quo. Okay. So overall message for the situation is adjustments. Yeah, definitely needing to have adjustments going in your favor. The Justice card coming out, saying everything is justified, but adjustments will be needed. And I feel like you already know that. So just hang in there, right? Do what you know you need to do for yourself. Soften and open back into love all day long. Okay. And this one says, don't be afraid to slow down, as this is when you can make real inner changes. Okay. So beautiful reading for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.